three in total, is going to be really critical. And as you can see, we have additional critical geometry depicted here on the SGI graph. You can look at that yourself, take the time to study that, because it is going to be significant. In the solar system, we see this planetary geometry depicted, and we also have Earth, Mercury and Uranus coming up on the 4th, and that will be at the time of full moon. So if we go back to the SGI graph here, we see on the 4th the full moon, and we can see that the critical planetary geometry, that's the convergence on the 31st, the 1st and 2nd of June, happens just days before the full moon. And there, right there, Earth, it will be in a conjunction with Mercury and Uranus as well. Based on this SGI graph, I would estimate that from the 2nd to the 4th of June approximately will be most critical. We could see very large seismic activity as a result, depending on the stress levels in Earth's crust. We could be talking about a megafrost earthquake in the worst case scenario. I also would like to show you the green peaks, that's with the moon, that will be on the 1st of June with Mars, a 90-degree angle, and in about 2 days, 2.5 days, we see another 90-degree angle with the moon and Saturn. In the coming weeks and months, the time between those two lunar peaks, the dashed peaks, will be shorter until they will be virtually at the same time. And that will culminate roughly the end of July, early August. And by that time, Neptune will join with similar geometry, and that will be very critical in August, around August most likely. But let's focus on what we're going to have in the coming days, because that lunar geometry of Mars and Saturn happens at the same time that we have this critical geometry, the convergence of critical planetary geometry in the coming days. We also see a high lunar peak on June 1st, and that will be a lunar conjunction with Jupiter. So as you can see, a lot's going to happen in the solar system anyway, and we could see really strong, major, possibly megafrost seismic activity in the first week of June. If I look at the atmospheric fluctuations that we had in recent days, we have actually 3 of them, and the first one occurred on the 24th of May, and if we count about 6 days, we would end up today, tomorrow, and in the next few days possibly could become significant, and that fluctuation was over Pakistan. If I look at the atmospheric fluctuations that we had in recent days, we have actually 3 of them, and the first one occurred on the 24th of May, and if we count about 6 days, we would end up today, tomorrow, and in the next few days possibly could become significant, and that fluctuation was over Pakistan.